Good morning, folks. Back here at the wreck area, hitting the little dump area I found. Surface fine, just under the leaves. Saw the top sticking out. Little brown screw top. That's kind of cool. I'm going to keep that. On to the next one. Hey, this is interesting. I was digging a metal signal, which I haven't got to yet, but just under the dirt. An old cork top. There's another one to add to the collection. Sweet. On. I don't know if you can see that I was getting a signal, but there's old chunks of shoe leather there. But this was a signal. Some very, very rusted out a round of wire. Or metal. It's so far gone I can't tell. Anyways, on to the next one. Well, I just had a signal. It's pretty like a 29 to 33. Wasn't deep. And I was sitting just like this. Is that a nail? Then I pulled it out and turned it over. Nope. It's the base of an old light bulb. The thing about home sites, dig a lot of junk, but it's worth it. On to the next. Walking along, got another surface find. Nice little brown bottle. Sheer top, but still, that's a keeper. On to the next one. Hello everybody. Day 2, I'm down back at the wreck area. My first target, piece of steel flat bar. On to the next one. Well, I'm using simplex light. I'm getting a jumpy signal. Let's see what we got, folks. I don't even know if I'm going to need a pinpointer. Maybe I will. The ground is still pretty rugged down here, pretty hard, depending on where I go. Of course, today I brought the wrong pinpointer. Come on. Where are you? I know you're here. I'll be back. Well, I'm going to have to come back another day for this one. I run into roots. I didn't bring my root slayer with me. And with a pickaxe, it's just too hard to get to. So I'll come back. I know where it's at. I've got a big 95 sitting right there. Probably going to be iron. But on the way down, a little surface find of the leaves. Little do not remove type tag thing. Well, I'm going to start digging and see what's in the dirt. Now, I'm going to move on. The ground here is just so hard to dig right now because we haven't had any rain. It's like concrete. Find a softer spot to dig. See you on the next one. Yeah, I'm moving on to another spot, but I thought I'd swing the detector, and man, it's a shame it's so hard to dig because I'm finding lots of signals, but I just can't. The ground is just too hard. So after a couple good rains, I'm going to be back in this spot because there's a lot of stuff in the ground here. Well, just under the leaves, I got me an arrow. Get a lot of these down here. Guys come down to practice, and it's legal to hunt here, even though it's in the city limits with a bow. So they lose them, I find them. On to the next. Well, I got a pretty good signal, small in size, not too deep. And it turned out to be a little piece of tin. That happens a lot. On to the next one. Now remember, there's going to be lots of days like this. In the trail, gave a good signal, a little piece of barbed wire. On to the next. Well, I now know that the old style pull tabs ring up a 3940 on the simplex light when they're laying flat. Anyways, on to the next. Well, I moved. I was gonna actually leave, but glad I didn't because I found this bottle. Surface fine. Federal law prohibits reuse of this bottle. So it's an old booze bottle. Probably by the looks of it, maybe rum. I don't know. I'll look it up. On to the next one. Hi there. Well, you just saw me show you that bottle. Well, that's why we dig everything, because the signal I was going after was a small tin can lid. But I found something good before I even got to it. So dig everything.